Live and direct. It's Sway in the morning.
Right here on Shade 45.
The record was hard, man. That joint is dope. The video is all pros, professional. It matches the song perfectly. The vibe is great. We was talking about how the joint is ill, man. The beat is dope. Melody is great, man. That's my perspective.
That was J. Cole talking about Sage to Gemini on MTV's Rap Fix. He was talking about your video. We're talking about Red Nose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and which is your latest single, and it does give a insight into the Bay Area and a culture that doesn't really get exposed. People talk about Oakland, you know, they talk about the movie Fruitvale Station, what happened with Oscar Grant.
Yeah.
And a lot of people always ask, well, how can we make a change? How can we do something different? And, you know, you got a lot of adults talking about it. You got a lot of political figures talking about it. But really, it's going to start in the streets. It's going to start with the youth. And this is what I like about your video is that it shows a whole nother side of the Bay that people from around the country and the rest of the world don't have even, they're not privy to. You know, like ain't everybody is not, you know, what happened to Oscar Grant is unfortunate. And a lot of people are being killed, especially in the Bay Area. But that's not all that's going on, right?
Yeah, that's not everything that's going on. Like it's a very positive movement going on in the Bay Area right now. But you know, I mean, sorry to say, but they don't want to put that in the media right now. Like, you know, they won't. I mean, they're not going. I wouldn't say that, but it's a certain way you give views on a business that you started, and there's a certain way you don't give views on a video. I mean, a business that you started. So, of course, you're gonna put out a certain, you know, and they're like, oh my God, like this is what's going on. Well, let's watch it, like, you know. But I mean, it'll be beautiful. Like, it'll be a blessing to put, you know, like the kids are, you know, dancing instead of shooting, but instead they want to be like, oh my God, they're dancing, and they want to. It's just basically prep sex, like you know, it's retarded. So.
And it's really just dancing. I mean,
I was dancing.
I remember Patrick Swayze made that movie. What was that movie called?
Dirty Dancing?
And Dirty Dancing.
That ain't the same what they doing. I'm looking at the video right now. Oh, my God.
It's not that bad, Heather.
You a hate. I'm just
He called me a hater?
Yeah, Heather hater. Nah. It's not that bad. It's not, I mean... Play the video. We're watching Red Nose video.
It has over 7 million views, Sway. I'm looking. There was a girl with some shorts on in the car, and her butt was facing. I was hating.
No, don't fight me. Don't fight me.
But she has clothes on. Like, I mean, it's different. Like, it's other videos where you see that, and it's like it's not a strip club. They out in the streets, dudes dancing with each other, you know, and girls dancing with each other, guys dancing with girls, and you know.
They be asking me like, oh, why are you supposed to have more thick girls in the video and all this and all that? But it's not really that. I can't explain to everybody on Twitter that it's not really about that. We got kids, grandmas, and everybody watching this. Like, you know, what if it was based off in a strip club, then how many 80-year-olds will be on Vine doing the dance? Like,
that's true, man.
It's crazy. Like, but they don't really understand it from like the more.
But that's why you
famous view, like, you know, make it view.
You're here to explain that. We got Jay from Cali on the line. Jay, go ahead. Say what's up to Sage to Gemini.
Yeah, what's up with the Sage, man? It's Jay Raw, man. Hey, from the HBK representative, it's Cool John, first cousin. You feel me?
What's happening?
You know what I'm saying? From out here in Richmond, California, man. Me and Cool John was just talking the other night at the house, man. You know, and
wait, who's Cool John, man? You just throwing out Cool John.
He's from the HBK, man. Schmott boy.
Okay.
You know,
he's a great guy.
All right.
He one of the dudes in the crew, you know.
Okay. Tell Cool John I said what up.
Yeah, all day, man. You know, Young Bori, you know, Skip, Young P-Lo did the act right, you know, for Jeezy and Yo Gotti did to produce the track. I mean, Sue's been musically inclined since he's been 7 years old. Instruments, all type of stuff, you know, since he been high school making beats in the classroom. Like, you know, these young dudes, man, is like the hottest crew since Wu-Tang. You know, ain't nobody pushed the movement like this. You know, I was talking with Flippin' Low from OFTB, and me and Bone from Athens was having to sit down on 114th and Wilmington because I politic out here, you know? And we were talking about, like, how all these different dudes are who in position right now, like, you know, who on the West Coast, like E40, you know, I love him, he's big, but he hasn't put out anybody hotter than him yet, you know? I feel like Snoop, who has Snoop put out, that put on a major platform and on a major level that's bigger than him as an artist, you know? Nipsey was with, you know, Snoop, and he had to decline and go separate ways in MMG. The thing I respect about the HBK and their whole movement is they did it independently, having fun, from throwing parties and just being a group of young men who come from a hostile environment and chose to be positive and speak positivity and, you know, just all the peace movement. And we needed that. You know, we don't have too many martyrs in this society today. We don't have young black men standing up and being catalysts that they are and afraid to be, you know, they're not being different. They're being themselves.
Being themselves.
You know?
Jay, thanks for your call, man. We're talking about Sage, the Gemini HBK movement that's coming out of the Bay. You look at this Red Nose video, Heather, it's no different than when you're watching dance hall videos, man.
I know, but is this the dance that you don't want Kiyomi doing, though, right?
Absolutely not.
But so you tell me it's no different.
I'm just saying.
It's Sway in the morning, only
on Shade 45.